Oh, hi, I just killed a dragon. This is a very short video about the Forgotten Sword, which I was originally going to just leave alone and not bother with, but it's part of Relics of Hyrule, so might as well make a video about it. You can find the Forgotten Sword is meant to be a starting sword. It's just like Relics of Hyrule's, because the Ordnance Sword is kind of strong for a starting sword. So I had to add one that was equal in strength to an Iron Sword, and that's the Forgotten Sword. You can find the Forgotten Sword in Riverwood. If you don't know where Riverwood is, why are you playing Skyrim? Oh, that was kind of rude. Play more Skyrim, and you'll find out where Riverwood is. It's in Riverwood. It's right next to the smith. Like, here's the smith. You enter Riverwood. Here's the tanning rack. There's the smith. It's right next to the smith. Is this guy okay? No, he's dead. Okay. Mill. There's the mill. There's the smith. It's right next to the smith. It's in a chest next to this rock, which is next to this bridge. And it's just in this chest, which washed up on shore. Forgotten chest. There's a Forgotten Sword. And it is, like I said, it's equal in strength to a iron war axe. You can see it sort of has the hilt of a dwarven sword and the blade of a dwarven sword, but the crossguard and pommel of a steel sword. It's a short sword, and it's basically an iron sword, but it looks different. And you can take it to the Terminen Forge, which is up here. Well, that's different. What was that? Ugh! Creepy Kajart. Your name. Yes, whatever. Okay, that was distracting. Anyway, you can go to the Terminen Forge and make a honed Forgotten Sword. If you have the Forgotten Sword, Dwarven Oil, Fire Salt, Steel Ingot, and 40 Smithing. Which you do. And that just makes it a little stronger. So you can keep it around. But that's only the first half of what the Forgotten Sword can do. I'm planning on adding 2 more swords to its evolution, I guess. The Tempered Sword and Golden Sword. And the reason why I'm adding them to the Forgotten Sword is because the Master Sword is done, and I don't like the idea of changing the Master Sword into a golden sword. It kind of bothers me. So I'm going to do that with the Forgotten Sword. And I know that's flying in the face of Zelda lore, because in Link Between Worlds, the Forgotten Sword is replaced by the Master Sword. It's not formed into the Master Sword. That's the Forgotten Sword. This is a Forgotten Sword. So it's a Forgotten Sword in name. It's referencing a Link Between Worlds. It's not the same sword. As you can tell, it doesn't look the same. Anyway, that was the Forgotten Sword. It's great for starting a starting sword. So that's pretty much it for now. I'll make a new video on the Tempered and Golden Swords when I get to them, when I make them. Right now they're not made, and they're not a very high priority. There's a dragon over there, and there's a saber cat in the forge. Good eating.